Hello everybody and welcome to the 2018 RT-130 training for Benton County Fire District 1. This year the training will be delivered at two different drill nights, part 1 on one night and part 2 on another. Little bit of information about the delivery. The time set for the requirement for RT-130 training is set by the agency. This year we've set that at 4 hours with the hopes that we can maximize the time we have at drill and get a full 2 hours at each drill. Another note is that the lead instructor for RT-130 training needs to be qualified as a single resource boss. If you have issues with having one of those at your station, if you don't have anybody qualified, please get a hold of me and let me know, and we'll try to make arrangements in advance to get somebody there. Or call the station that you normally drill with when there's joint drills and see if you can work together. Certain units of this training can be instructed by a firefighter 1 and the lead instructor needs to be present. Those would be things like if you have somebody that specializes in chainsaws or that type of thing. Another little note, training is what we make of it. We want it to be as realistic as possible. So if you can, try to do the shelter deployment in a field. Try to get yourselves a little dirty. If you need to, use Station 160. There's always a good spot up there to do it. If there's no wind that day, consider using a fan off of a Type 1 engine. Just provides a little different challenge while you're deploying your shelter. Use a running fire scenario. The scenario might be something like the fire's running towards you. What would you do? What radio communications would you make? Practice doing that while you're running, while you're pulling your shelter out of the bag, and while you're preparing the site to deploy your shelter. While you're in the shelter after you've deployed, have somebody evaluate you and check out your shelter. Make sure that any tips that they see, if there's something that needs tucked in, if there's something you can do different, that they pass those on to the whole group. And if you need to, repeat the shelter deployment multiple times so somebody's totally familiar. Our hopes are that this scenario is only experienced during training. Having said that, let's also be prepared to act should the need arise.